unmuted and unmuted.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dreamboat. Joining me here is Rocky for TF Live TV with the Sauce versus Vicious Delicious. Rocky, you're not playing.
No, fortunately my E key is broken, so we've got a merkin, or a sub, sorry.
And that sub is none other than the international pocket sensation, formerly of Jasmine T, Mr. Geo. I'd say that is, I don't know. You disagreed with me.
I've been training him for a long time now. I'm keen to see what my protege is capable of.
I would say he's a direct upgrade. I don't know. What do you think?
No, opposite.
Opposite. Okay. Well, we're gonna find out because, you know, if he doesn't get like 50 kills per map kind of thing, that's a letdown to you. What is your bar that Geo needs to beat?
Not 50 kills, but I would like to see 50% heals.
50% heals.
Yeah.
I think he can do that. I don't know. Are you gonna be disappointed if he doesn't run shotgun?
He won't run shotgun. It's a disappointment.
Oh, okay.
No,
So
I'm
he's
sure
just,
he'll do well. I'm sure he'll do well.
He's just born a disappointment, is what you're saying. Got it.
Yeah. Shall we move on to other players?
I mean, we could, or we could continue to make fun of him. Which I'd say we do just quickly run down the roster.
Okay.
You wanna run them through?
Well, I'll do my team because that's easy. We have Arnold playing medic. We have Redcoat on Demo Man. Riot is playing heavy at the moment, but he probably is going to be playing Roma. Almo is scout. Sam is on scout, and Geo is my replacement on pocket.
And, we'll see how good a replacement that is.
Yeah, and we look at Vicious, and we've got Halfrong on medic. Cure is scout. Tay is soldier. He's pocket, sorry. Pause is on Roma. Heebs is scout, and Deft, the superstar, is on Demo Man.
And I'm glad you call him a superstar because he, honestly, in my opinion, I think he's the better demo in the server. And I think that's one area that there's going to be a huge advantage for Vicious Delicious. I mean, what other areas do you see that they have as an advantage? Or do you see any other fields that they have an advantage in right now?
I think Pause is a particularly strong runner, and he's really improved lately. I would give the rest of it to my team, though, I'd say.
Yeah, and I mean, it is a little bit hard for me to try and bait out yeah, you know what? Like, these guys are better than all my teammates. Like, what am I doing with the team I'm on? Like,
of interest, man.
You can't get that.
Mm.
But, you know, I think you make a good point. He's definitely a good roamer, and I think there's a lot of potential across the board here. This Vicious Delicious team, they did take a map off Mad Men. That's not an easy task at all. They've looked very good so far, and this is just going to be that next kind of big test in their way. And they do kind of luck out, I guess, in a sense, is the fact that Geo, you know, he hasn't played that much with them, right? He hasn't been your replacement for that long. So they're kind of getting the benefit of a pocket that might not be quite as in sync with the lineup as he should be.
That could well be. I think Geo is used to a higher class of medic, perhaps. Might be just teasing. We'll see how he goes.
And definitely a different style of demo, man. I don't think anyone quite encapsulates the Paulson style demo. I don't think Red Code Zygote really captures that style at all. So it'll be interesting for him. It's going to be definitely out of his comfort zone, I think. And yeah, it really could be a huge benefit for Vicious Delicious. Do you feel like throwing out a prediction right now?
I'm going to give it to my guys. I think Rico in particular has improved a lot lately. And there's really, at the moment, I don't think there's really many holes in my squad.
Alright. You thinking it's just a straight, two maps, 5-0, 5-0, or you think it's going to be close?
These guys are going to pull off some big kills, like they did against Mad Men. They're really good at getting key picks. Could turn some rounds around.
You don't happen to know what the second map is, do you?
No, not a clue.
Alright. Good stuff. We're both flying blind. That'll be fun. I did, kind of tune in a little bit early and caught the tail end of a scrim between the Sauce and Mad Men. It was on Gullywash. I'm not too sure whether that means that next map will be Gully.
Oh, it probably is, yeah.
But in the meantime, we are live here Granary, map 1 of this 2-map set. And
I'm going to be watching my dinner then.
Gonna watch your boy? Gonna watch the red coat, Zago? Just find him right now. He's out there. He's throwing some stickies around. Did not manage to get the kill. Actually did good damage onto Def, and now he's just locking it off. Curious, debating about walking into those sticks. Not going to do so good damage so far, but it's going to be Bailey getting the first kill onto Def with the crossbow. That's the opening pick you want on a mid. And now it's the aggression coming right in there. Tay cannot get the kill. Geo finds another one. And this is 3 quick picks, and I don't think Kira's going to get out here. Elmo's hunting, and with the pistol, actually the winger gets the kill there, and now it's Riot on top of Half Wrong. There's a kill. This is an annihilation. Geo with a little midi onto Hibbs just to close it out. Only losing Riot, and they're already capping second.
You can call it a gimmick, but I really dig that crossbow by Arnold, because the way you fire it into that sort of area, it's usually packed with enemies, and it's bound to hit and do a lot of damage. It's pretty cool.
And it absolutely
This is a really
didn't.
late gun.
They are not wasting any time. They're on top of it. They've already picked off Def. And here's the thing, Pause is up above. Could rain a little bit at that end, but the kills, they're still going all the sauce's way. This could be a very quick round. Just 3 alive. Half Wrong doing everything he can to stay alive as his Pause, but it's an annihilation. That's a quick 1-0.
Classic snowball. Yeah. I think that gun needed to go up a lot sooner for any chance of defense and not losing picks before that.
How do you feel about the choice of Engineer over something like Heavy?
I think Engineer was the right call, but it needed to be done a lot earlier. Heavy would have just died to the Uber, I think.
Fair enough. And Red Coat, he is miles ahead of Def, and he's done some really good damage already. Def's in a lot of distress, a lot of trouble. So far, no kills have come down, but it looks like Tay's going to be the first one. That's one of the soldiers for Vicious Delicious. They're still looking around. Geo's going to pick off another one. Actually, it's Sam to get the kill. And once again, 2-man advantage. Half Wrong is looking to escape this time, but Elmo, he's right up in there on top of the med, cannot get the kill. However, here come the bombs. Riot and Geo looking for anything. Half Wrong in a lot of trouble, but it's actually everything around him falling. Kira and Half Wrong are going to escape, though. But again, very nice mid from the sauce.
I wonder if they will contest this. Yeah, we're just gonna probably go to a stalemate for a bit now.
Absolutely even Uber situations, no real picks. And, you know, if you're in this situation, Rocky, what would you do to kind of break the stalemate?
I don't know about me, but my scouts really like going for aggressive plays, as you can currently see. I'm barely getting out there, but you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to make some space on the flank. Usually I just hold the roller door and try and distract the combo.
Going down to 6 HP from Elmo could have been really bad there if he managed to be caught.
Totally.
But now it looks like they are pushing in on the side, and they spot a Heap Sniper, and that's going to be a free pick for Geo. Unfortunately, Red Coat Zygote got caught by Tay. So, demo pick, not going to be enough for them to capitalize off the sniper pick. So this is going to slow things down again. We're going to see if they can open up any space here.
I wouldn't mind seeing a sack from Source.
Would you ever think about off-blasting in this situation if you do sack? You know, pull out a spy or something?
Well, I wouldn't have a Red Coat switch off because he was the one to die.
Well, no.
But yeah, of course, if Elmo or like Sam go in and die, yeah, sniper's cool. I probably wouldn't do a spy just due to the nature of how tight these chokes are.
And it looks like Geo is. Ooh, I like the heavy call, but it looks like he's going on for a walk himself, gets right in there. They're going to take the Uber.
This is disastrous.
Except it's awful because that's a drop to Geo. That's not what you want to see. A lot of trouble here. Elmo is going to come in, try and save his medic. The double scouts salvaging something of this, and Elmo sitting behind is going to be enough of a distraction to hopefully delay, but he's taken out, and yeah, that was a nightmare.
It probably was Arnold's fault there. The Geo got dropped. I don't know. This is a mistake.
And a very costly one too, as it has given up mid completely. They do have their squad here, so they can obviously hold yard, and we have kind of one of those old-fashioned stalemates. Second yard to mid.
Yeah, we're gonna want to see the Source be able to force the enemy team as they come in and get out with their medic at least, and preferably the memento.
Almost doing some nice damage off on the flank. You know, it's not enough that they can really capitalize off of. It's just Always nice to see him doing something, although he's very forward here. He's going to get right onto Def. That's a free kill of the demo. Elmo will be traded out, though. However, it's opened up a ton of space for these soldiers to start working in. Riot dying here, though. This could be tough.
To be honest, when I said the thing about the Force before, I thought the routine was going to push in because they had quite a substantial Uberad, but they didn't seem to play off it, and Elmo got the pick, so... Yeah,
and a big pick, too. I mean, losing your demo anytime you even think about pushing, that's going to be stuffed. And speaking of stuff, the big pipe from Ridcoat's that I go couple to Sam, just annihilate Pause. He's got annihilated.
They had like a pretty big player ad on the source then. Vicious Delicious. I think if they did that together as a unit, they could have come on the top instead of just going for the solitary play.
I'm curious to see, you know, if they will elect to go for anything fancy here, anything cheeky. They need to do something, you know. And losing Heaves to Sam and Elmo, that's not the something that you want to do.
Yeah.
Look at Sam, he's taking the space that he's gained, just enough to distract, and look how far Geo's coming forward. They're actually gonna pop the Uber out here, get raided on top of Half Wrong. Now they're just kind of trading out, trying to do anything. Geo's gonna pick off Pause. He is going to escape as well, I think. So he's in a bit of trouble, but the soldiers are re-aggressing. Riot comes in here, gets a kill as well. This is collapsing. Half Wrong down too. This actually somehow come down to a very bad health 1v3, and it's Tay behind. That looked doable. Heaves, although getting caught out.
The desperation taunt. I really liked how even though Geo had the worst Uber there, he made use of it by actually jumping away from his medic and going for un-Ubered enemy players across the map. And I think that's what's won in that mid fight, to be honest.
However, they did lose Arnold on top of Half Wrong going down, so it's not the worst situation.
Nah, it's even. Pretty much.
Looks like they're starting to grab a little bit of territory towards Yard. Heaves, though, he's going to get the kill onto Elmo. Should be cleaned up by Sam, although Sam's in a lot of trouble. He might go down here as well. Geo's coming to try and salvage this. And now a lot of poor health, including on the medic Arnold. This could be very bad or very good. It could really go either way, but it looks like somehow, especially with Riot. Oh, and the air shot onto Half Wrong. Closes it out. That's a wipe. And Half Wrong, look at that. Do you see what happened there? That 98%.
Yeah. I feel really sorry for them.
And now the Uber comes into last year, starting to clean things up, get the cap going on, and that's going to be a second round. Really
I'm not sure if
the
Source were treating that as a dot fight, but it worked really well for them. Perhaps Half Wrong wasn't building properly. Missing a couple of crossbows, perhaps.
Potentially. And now we're into a very important mid here. Defty's coming out on the catwalk. He's going to be a little bit faster than his counterpart as well. It does some really good damage. Zago was in a lot of trouble early there, and this is going to slow things down a little bit because Tom's coming right in there, and it's actually the kills going mostly VD's way. They picked off the demo, medic, and a soldier. This is exactly what they needed. Half Wrong chiming in with the crossbow as well. Just leaves Geo on soldier. He's jumping straight through. Annihilated. Good night. And that's finally a big mid for VD.
Yeah, that mid completely belonged to them. You could see how just dominant and devastating they were with that positioning. My entire team was stuck in Death Valley and choked. There's really no way they could have won that. I think they needed to move out, either like retreat or spread out a bit more, take high ground, because that was just really bad.
And Curie, you know, he is poking, trying to see what attempt at a second cap they can get in. However, good spam from Zago. It's just enough to delay him moving in here, and his team's actually going to come up behind. However, they do have Riot on NG, getting that level 3 up.
I'd like to mention the triple util my team's currently doing, which is really about forcing the enemy Uber quickly and delaying the hell out of it. That
and speaking of delaying, yeah, the headshot from Elmo rang in, killed Def.
Oh gosh.
Jesus, this is scrappy and a little bit chaotic, and a lot of it's coming down to Elmo doing work. Somehow they did lose the heavy and
I'd love to see my team jump them here.
This is interesting to say the least. Geo missing the midi onto Tay. does manage to find the kill, and that push collapsed. And now look what we've got here. Arnold, he's got that full Uber advantage right now. They're going to wait for Zygote to spawn. And, oh my god, Riot, are you... Oh, I thought he was going to do something cheeky with the sentry. Not meant to be, but they do find a hiding pause, and they're going to start to cap second here. It's just going to be giving it up. I was hoping Riot was going to move the second.
Got an amazing sticky there, blasting the enemy combo back in the door and wasting about half of it. Like, their Uber didn't even force a medic, didn't even get a sentry. That's incredible. And Vicious is leaking players at the moment. This should be a pretty uncontested mid, I'd say.
Oh, but Arnold, he dies! The draw paused with the beautiful pick. That's the nightmare scenario. Geo's coming right back in there. They're throwing the kitchen sink at half wrong, and they're going to get that kill on top of it. This is very good response. And now Kier, he's got a couple quick kills. Not enough. Heebs has come in to try and support, and that's just going to leave Death here. Such a chaotic fight, but with not a lot of HP, it's going to be won by the sauce. And that feels like how most of these fights have gone. Not a lot of health left, but they still managed to win.
That was an amazing pick on Arnold. Incredible drop. I didn't see that coming. I think Arnold should have been a bit more liberal with the Zuba then. And you've got an advantage like that and the enemies are all around you. So, it worked out.
Speaking of advantage, Arnold's in a lot of trouble, very low health, and they've already lost Redcoat Zygote here. All of these kills, Vicious, Delicious, they're getting them again. There is a scout behind trying to get on half wrong, but a lot of damage. That's Elmo. How does he find that? How do you let that happen?
I really didn't think that would happen, to be honest. I think
how do you let him get much ground on your medic?
I think that they thought he'd just retreat with all the players down, so they weren't really too defensive with their medic.
Sam, though, trying to hold off the push into second, does manage to find the first kill onto Heebs. They might not expect... Oh, no, they know pause is there. That's going to be another kill. But look at Tay. He's also hiding. So they've gone for a little bit of trickery. They might be able to get a little bit of backup on. Don't think they're going to find the med pick, but the push is coming in here, and it's the force out of Arnold. Moving into mid, and now this is where the backup should start. Or, well, I'm not sure. I guess Tay's coming out. He's going for the bomb instead.
Yeah, I think he should probably go right now when they're all capping at the same time. Probably a bit too late.
Yeah, timing didn't work out too well there. However, Heebs killed Arnold. So, med pick is very crucial. Half wrong, of course, living. He's going to have that Uber advantage. But they're still trying to move into second. No medic. No medic, no problem. And with Sam killing pause, that's going to make it very hard for them to hold it.
They do have massive player disad though, so I think the Source can get the cap here, even though they don't have heals.
Well, look at this. They're just holding W. They're running right in there. Actually, that could... Oh, I thought there might have caught Redcoat Zygote there. Not meant to be the pick they wanted. However, Tay and Geo get kills at the exact same time there.
I think the idea was to go forward and try and force or kill the enemy medic before he gets Uber, which would be the right call to make. But just didn't... I know they didn't get it. So Halfrong should be coming in with Zuba soon, shouldn't he? Yeah, he should be pushing.
Yeah, he's up to 96. So they're moving, they're posturing, starting to walk forward, and they're going to lose Cure to the trap. That's going to stunt the push right before it starts.
Yeah, I think it would be much better if Vicious pushed in from above, because they had ample time to do so, and a massive Uber ad. It's a lot easier to push versus the sticky traps, I'd say, because they're so easily disjauntable, the doorways and stuff. But
and here's the thing, now that Kira's up, that advantage has dwindled. They're putting the gun up. Heebs has gone to Sniper, trying to bring this back, but that was a 22-second advantage lost. That's not what you want to see.
I'm not too happy about the sentry gun. I don't think it sees enough to the right, so it's not actually shooting opponents, say they come in from the left-hand side. I'd like to see it situated a bit better.
Although, with the up-top push, it could have some impact, and in fact, it will kill Riot. Elmo did grab Tay, however, another headshot from Heebs is going to stop that push. 3 quick kills, losing only 1 man. However, they also lost their Uber.
Yeah, the sentry actually did do work, but they pushed it into its line of sight. Opposite side, pretty unfortunate.
The downside is, though, of course, with that hold Halfrong having popped, we're in a situation where Arnold has massive Uber advantage. and they're gonna keep second, and they're gonna pop here, trying to catch anybody out.
Oh, wow.
They actually lose a player, though. They're not even gonna get close to half rung, I don't think. They should be able to hold this with ease. Doing everything that they can. Riot has found the first kill. Almost coming in as well. The sentry gun has gone down, and this is slowly working out for the Sauce. Deft is in so much trouble with the frags. It's a 3v3. Both meds are alive, but Arnold, he gets a saw off. 2 soldiers versus a scout, and it's the 2 rocket one, or 2 kill, 1 rocket, sorry, from Riot. Closes out the round.
I didn't think they would. I didn't think they'd be able to win that push after that really heated Uber, but I don't know. It looked like it boiled down to DM and a bit of luck at the end. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you can't get a little bit more gifted than 2 kills with 1 rocket for Riot, just because everyone was right on top of the pole. However, look at this huge bomb from Riot getting right up onto the balcony. He's dropping down. He's not managed to find a kill. That's a very good distraction. All of these kills, though. Well, no, there's a kill to finally even things back up. Positioning is not good for Vicious Delicious.
I like to see the Source run forward here. Yeah, I don't know. They can mask up if they want. I think if you're too slow, it can give the enemy an opportunity to defend courtyard. Like, I reckon Vicious could have totally defended, but they've pretty much given it to the Source.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, it is definitely going to be one of those stalemates where we have even Ubers here trying to work into second.
This is a very aggressive sniper.
And and if Heaps had hit that.
Yeah, it would have been devastating.
Not meant to be, though, and now Gio and Arnold have grabbed some great positioning. That was a big headshot.
Oh,
however, Heaps is in a lot of trouble.
I honestly thought he was going to jump up to the balcony then.
That would have been an insane serve. But now, with this ground given, Gio's working it, and they're going to pop the Uber off, trying to get right in there. Gio, though, getting denied out of rockets, does get the force at least. But now the pursuit is coming in. Tay is being juggled perfectly, though.
Yeah, Uber exchange. I think Tay could have done that a lot better. Like, he had a really pretty big ad on them there. He could have, like, run forward a bit more aggressively.
Look at that! Tay and Kira are both dead. So is Deft. The Sauce, they're just mulching them off. Uber, no problem. They've gotten all the kills. Pause going down as well. At least half wrong. What can a man with a crossbow do? Well, die.
Not much to say about that. Just really uneven fights. Not really in their favor to take those, I don't think.
And I mean, this is looking like a very different VD than we saw, was it last week, 2 weeks ago? Where they managed to play Madman very well on a 5CP map. This is a little bit sad if you're a VD's fan, is the Sauce, they're just really bringing it.
They're really good at this map.
Look at this mid, look at another big bomb. They're just flying right in there. Pause is so lit. Taken out by Elmo. And look at Elmo, he's right there with him. He's in a lot of trouble, but it's going to be Tay going down to Sam. And again, Elmo finally in behind, kills half wrong. He's got more in him. That's a 3rd kill on the mid. And this is an annihilation again. They do lose Arnold. Not too perfect, but still beautiful play early.
I adore what Riot did, man. How he landed on their catwalk. Like, devastated the people up there and then dropped behind, like, 4 of their players, distracted the hell out of them and did massive damage. I think that's super cool.
Oz could find somebody, and Elmo just runs straight into last and dies.
He'll be upset about these dominations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was boasting about getting 6 doms in the pub today.
As only Elmo can, you know, it's a pub. Playing against probably 12-year-olds, but no. You gotta get
Cure did switch off Scout, off Engineer to Scout just then, which is good. I think he was on it a bit too long, but the Source don't know that, so it's okay.
Absolutely, and right, he's gonna be caught out as well. Sauce, hemorrhaging players a little bit there, but nothing too bad. Just losing 1 soldier you can live with.
Wow, are they pushing this? They might be.
They are, but they're walking through a lot of spam. They're taking a ton of damage, and that's going to be Pause going down. Uber gets popped right in there. Red Coat Zygote's doing so much work. He's picked up a 3rd kill in this hold. absolutely nuts from him. And the scout, he's gone straight onto second. That's pulled everybody back, but it's the bomb from Geo. Kills Halfra. Geo's gonna grab a second as well. This has worked out beautifully as it's just Kira alive. He's he doesn't really have that many exit routes, but he will find his way back to last.
Soldiers above, maybe they can slow it down.
Absolutely, that's
Is
enough
my
to
team
kind of
gonna
zone them.
push? I can't believe they're not pushing then when they had like the enemy medic wasn't even up. Do you know that little candy called Milk Drop? They're like little, yeah. That's pretty much what Halfrung did there. He milked the hell out of the Zuba and then dropped 3 players before popping. So not nearly as delicious as the candies. Pretty distasteful.
We have a term for that in
Okay.
in North America, and it's simply just called open Ubers.
Say it again.
Open Ubers for all the bad open players that will do that.
Well,
frequently.
I'm coining Milk
But
Drop.
I like Milk Drop. That is way better. And speaking of way better, Halfrung dying is not way better. That is actually quite a bit worse. And speaking of die, both of these scouts down as well, just leaving death and hit versus a medic and 2 soldiers. I think they have easily won this. That should be a 5-0. And it's going to be, of course, Geo closing out with a big midi. Dominant slice of the sock.
I think we might see a different score on the next map, to be honest, because Granary is a very, very reliable map, and when you know how to play it, and you know the pushes, and your DM is really strong, like it's very easy, to play it well and play it reliably. Whereas a map like Gullywash, I think, is a lot more volatile, and there's a lot more that can, happen that you don't really intend. So we could see some cheesy plays, so to speak.
And cheesies are one of my favorite chips, and even more than that, they're one of my favorite plays. Gotta love it when teams
hungry.
bust out the cheese. I know, we're talking about milk drops, cheesies. It's like 3 a.m. for me. I could really use some food right now.
Yeah, it's encroaching on midnight over here.
About time for those midnight snacks.
You fucking know it.
Oh yeah. And we are just changing maps here. What do you need to see from VD? I mean, aside from everything, what specifically?
I'm not entirely sure. I think that they're just getting out DM'd, and just their coordination is not nearly as strong as the Source at the moment. And I also think that a lot of the players on the Source are really Granary is one of their best maps. Almo says he hates it, but he's very good at it. So, and Geo is obviously probably the best at it.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many times you've seen both of those guys do incredible work on that map. And, almost... I mean, they've always played on good teams, but you can almost say single-handedly at times won those maps with their heroics. Gullywash, though, it's a different beast. It's definitely a challenge for everybody at times.
It's a very frustrating map. We should check out the stats, don't you think?
I do. I don't have access to the stats. Can someone send me stats, please?
I have to look at logs to you. Production, please.
Well, we'll get the stats eventually.
Okay, I'll post in Mumble for you, okay?
Thank you.
Just looking at it, Crud actually top damaging. That's pretty amazing. Although he did receive a massive amount of heals. So, I'm looking at a completely different game, I apologize.
These are not the right
this is not the right Granary, guys. We can blame johno for this, because he's currently on production.
Even though it clearly in Mumble right now says 340 Rocky linked line. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I posted the wrong stuff.
I'm gonna call you out.
Have you found it?
Bear with it. I have.
Okay.
I don't know
It's
how
not my
you
fault.
I just searched for G, so it worked. And what we're seeing here is, well, Geo, we talked about, you commented on how he's very good at this map. He's 25 and 8, top
That's a pretty
damaging
good
with 365
KD,
DPM. It's pretty alright. 365 DPM. He was close. You wanted 50% heals. He was 37.
Yep.
Much higher than anyone else on his team.
So I thought Def was top damaging, but it turns out he's actually Probably one of the worst games he's had, I'm sad to say. Tay receiving a similar amount of heals to Geo, but Geo just pretty much outclassing him. I wouldn't want to go up against him pocket v pocket, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know, just a lot of blue on top of red at the moment.
It really is Tay kind of the bright spot damage-wise. Not really much else. I mean, Cure, he wouldn't be bottom fragging if he was on... like he wouldn't be the worst fragger on the sauce if he was there at 16 kills, but he's pacing his team. He come in 4th right now. Not really what you want to see. He's having a decent game. Heaves as well. I mean, you need to see more out of him. He's only got 180 DPM. That's lowest in the server right now. Not getting too many kills. And honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about his sniper play. It felt like he had a lot of opportunities to get kills, but he wasn't really hitting on them.
I think it's really hard to get sniper picks in the positions he was against players on this map. It's very easy to avoid the sniper sightlines and still have a presence against the team with the sniper. Although I tend to agree, I don't think sniping was the right call most of the time. I'd rather see a faster, heavy defense, such as an engineer and a heavy, what the Source were doing. It's a lot less fragile and less susceptible to risk.
Another big thing we need to look at is the fact that Hafrong died literally double Arnold.
Yes.
12 versus 6. I mean, you're going to lose a game whenever your medics have those stat lines, just purely for the fact that, Arnold had more Ubers in that time span as well.
He did have one more drop than Hafrong, though, who dropped no times.
That is true. But unfortunately, at the same time, Arnold could have dropped 3 times that game and still had still had more Ubers than Hafrong. So it's not an ideal situation.
I might rewatch that because I think Hafrong at the time wasn't building as fast as Arnold, it felt like, and the Source took trades against them when they had Uber advantage, and Hafrong was very close to it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, especially that round where he died at 98%. That was kind of like the nightmare death for him there. It was one where you can't really afford to lose your medic. You've got to get that Uber up, and then it's just, too bad, so sad, you're dead. But it's definitely going to be something very interesting to track, and I'm very curious to see, now that you've brought it up, how many advantages and situations where they could eke out a bigger advantage are being kind of hemorrhaged away just because he's not building as well.
It's a bit of an avalanche.
On the other side, though, I mean, this one kind of is interesting for me, and I don't know how much you can read into a role, is the fact that Hafrong was only spending 2.5 seconds before healing. Sure, I mean, that could be inflated by the fact that he was dying with his team a ton.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, Arnold on the other side is 7.5. So, I mean, there are times where I kind of feel like Arnold might be better off with Uber advantages if they'd sent a scout or something back just to meet him so that he wouldn't take as hours to heal, It
probably is just arrogance out of the Source. They know that they've got the stronger team fight, so they're comfortable, not desperately grinding on the freshly spawned medic, I would say.
Fair enough. But we're just waiting on one player to hop into the server. Finally, he has arrived. That is
my protege,
Mr. George Escobar.
Yeah, man.
Esky-brew. He's arrived, so we should be going live shortly here.
I'm going to give this a 5-1 to the Source.
5-1. You think they're going to lose their first round of the series? Oh, Arnold, you troll. Arnold, you troll. Unreadies baited us with these just to change the name to Saucy because it's the Arnold thing.
I really don't like the tag, to be honest.
It is an interesting tag, if not
I like the
slightly
name.
suspect.
I just don't like the tag.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Sorry, tag, yes. But we have this mid coming in here. Team's going up their sides, nothing too fancy, just playing both sides of the mid. No one has died yet. Tay, though, he's in a lot of trouble, and he might eat some of that spam. It's actually just going to find the health pack. but the positioning is slowly going Sauce's way. Bombs are going to start to come forward. Nothing's really happened so far this mid. Finally, Pause is going deep, as is Tay, and it's going to result in a pick of Riot. Cure cleans up Geo as well. But this is slightly working out, however, Elmo, he is still doing a ton of work, as is Sam, and actually the Uber is coming out of Arnold right here. Hafrong is alive and alone, will pop.
I'd like to see Heaps go straight for some frags here. Yeah, huge. Elmo complaining about arrows.
Arnold just running away.
Man, the start of that fight, we might have been playing Hermit Fortress there, because it felt like enemy teams just steal the opposing sides and just won't go away. Nothing really happening for except trading spam.
It's almost like wait, like are we allowed to play this mid? Like, are we just gonna sit here and play a long range game of Pong?
It's very scary because the section in the middle is so tiny that if you do engage aggressively, like with a Scout or Rona, there's a good chance you're gonna die. It's a very like risky sort of stuff. That's why people don't like doing it.
Kind of pointing back to your whole thing about Ubers, there is the Uber up here for Arnold, and they've used it to push in, kill 2 people. Hafrong's only on 70%. But pause.
That's my good mate, Henry.
God. He's pretty solid at the game, gets the kill there. And he's locked in forwards. Is he actually going to try and peek this?
Redcoat's got too much awareness. Heaps playing with fire there, like if Redcoat had reactions above like 0.5 of a second, he would kill him.
Well, the fact is here too, Heaps has actually managed to walk out. This is an absolute mulching, as it's just Arnold alive.
Maybe Heaps actually won that because he was distracting the hell out of the source. And they just died to everyone coming through above. Very funny.
Yeah, it was I don't
Check
even
out
know.
Alma.
Oh, he is on Sniper though. Peeks out, does not manage to land the first shot. Now he's gonna be swarmed. Everybody's running towards him. He is still taking pot shots. Has not managed to connect, at least in a crucial way. There we go. Picks off Cure. And now look at this. There's a soldier. He's gonna come right out ramp. Hafrong's sitting there with his back turned. This could be perfect. He misses the first rocket. Does get the force off though. However, there's a lot of death. And Sam, well, Sam actually likes his chances.
Wow, Riot with a massive flank though, getting the medic. I think if Vicious played that better, they could have retreated to mid and just reconsolidated. Like, Arnold was super out of position. He had Uber decided, and you could see that he was like hiding up on the ledge near the point. And that's super vulnerable to the enemy Uber as they came in, so he died immediately. And I reckon if Vicious just retreated straight away or whatever, got out, they made it to safety, they could have won that, but it wasn't fast enough, so misplays from both sides, I'd say.
And speaking of fast, a lot of door control has been taken here very quickly by the Sauce, and they're working with the Elmo Sniper. Keeps living on 1 HP. You know, that could have been awful. Sam, though, he's found Pause as well in behind here, and that could be another big pick if they manage to find it. Looks like he's going to get right in there. Does find that kill, and Sam, not only that, he's going to escape as well. So with this big door control, they also have the man advantage, and they're working up on this Uber. It's a 20% advantage for Arnold, and now they're moving in. They do drop Sam, but Geo is right here to follow it up with Arnold. Uber comes out. They're getting right in there. It's the pinch from Riot. Has picked off Tay. Cure down as well. Hafrong all alone. He's going to kill Vine.
Look at Heaps, man. He's hiding on the ramp. That's so cute. Like, Redcoat will die here.
Right on cue. And here's
I think Elmo actually
Elmo might
though. Oh, go Heaps. Yes. Gonna die to the big dick Geo though, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, there's only so much you can do when you're in behind as a sole scout in that situation. They are gonna get the second cap, but that was a really nice job of delaying. However, Hafrong, he's got a lot of Uber disadvantage that he needs to start making up. I'd like to see them, arrow build or something just to do something.
Pretty much. Like, this is gonna be the dottest of dot pushes.
Look how late Heaps is getting this gun up. I mean, they're already in position to push. Elmo is on heavy. Like, they're ready to go. They're revved up, raring to go. Elmo getting ready to take this Uber right in.
I think what you're gonna see here.
One gun.
Okay. I think the Uber's gonna come in.
Flying. They're going to get Hafrong as well. He's low once again. Gun goes down. Heavy is now just going to mow everybody down. And just heaves and now just Def behind the point. Oh, Def finds one. Does some work. Not enough, though. That's going to be the round.
This is one of Elmo's favorite roleplay fetishes, is when he comes in really late as the heavy. After his team's, Ubered in. And he comes in really late and just shoots the hell out of people with the 450 HP.
To be fair, it is one of my favorite strats and one of probably the most underutilized strat for how effective it can be.
This map's tiny, it's great.
Again, we have both teams taking each other's side. Both putting in spam, but it's Sam and Elmo combining to grab heaps this time. Sam has had to fall back to Big Door, though. However, there's a lot of ground gained. Tay and Paws are going to go down. Little frag back there. That's the Devilman, Redcoat Zygote going down. However, Halfwrong's in a lot of trouble. He's cleaned up. And Def is going to kill Sam and himself at the same time.
What do you think about Halfwrong just jumping down there towards, I don't know.
It seemed suspect.
He seemed pretty close to Uber.
And, well, Heaps runs into the combo, tries to take away the Uber from Arnold, and instead takes away his own life.
Gio trying to kill whatever gun is there. He's almost got it. If he kills this, it's going to be the easiest push.
And uses up pun and Pyro.
Yeah, this is probably the right call, considering how much time they've got.
Except he was so far out of position that it hasn't done that much, though. I mean, Heaps has already gone down. They've already spaced everybody out. They picked off Tay. The kills are still going their way. Gio's doing so much work. Halfwrong, I don't even know where he was, is dead.
It would seem like the vicious combo we're doing the Yule strat is when you hide in locker while the enemy team is taking your last point. Maybe if they help the pyro out there, they could have actually delayed that Uber a bit more and potentially done something. I don't know, it seems a bit uncoordinated if you ask me.
And Zygote, he's gonna win the race again, and this time he's locked off that side, so they can't get in there. Pause gets annihilated. Gio with a couple huge middies there. Actually, I think one of them might have been Riot, and speaking of Riot, he's done so much damage to Halfwrong. Scouts are gonna kill everybody. And this is another annihilation of a round.
Ooh.
Although, I don't know! Hey! Talk about a midi there.
Yeah, Arnold's got a bit of a, capability for air strafing up corners, so he goes straight up. That's really good. Maybe
Elmo, he's done so much to Def as well.
Halfwrong has spawned a lot earlier, so they're going to have a really substantial ad, especially if they grind. I'd love to see them be able to not feed here and push in with an Uber advantage.
Yeah, Zygote is falling back and zoned out well. Right? I love this position where you just have the I can't be hit from anything, but I have a perfect spam line. It's I love that spot.
The Sorcerer just walking in here, very confident. People don't usually expect these sort of dry pushes. They're just relinquishing the point. It's wow. Okay, very good.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. This is, TF2. Everybody loves these frags, loves, loves stuff like that. However, at the same time, this is an objective-based game. I mean, you gotta cap points. You gotta defend points as well, right?
I agree. Maybe fair play is a big part of this game, and it really seems that Vicious are kind of over-respecting Source and giving them too much ground.
Speaking of no respect, Sam just runs in, 2 shots, Heaps, goes down. Gio's coming in as well, although he has fallen back. They have the man advantage. They have even Ubers. Gio is going to re-engage here, does some damage, forces out the Uber. He's just looking for anything to shoot. However, right now, Tay and all of them. Ooh, and Pause, big air shot there, just annihilates Gio. And now the cleanup crew has finally come in, except Halfwrong. What are you doing? He's fronting, goes down. Arnold's in trouble. So they're gonna have a small Uber advantage.
That's a pretty big.
What?
That's pretty silly by Halfwrong. That fight lasted so long that Vicious got spawners, and they're pretty much guaranteed to win it because Saucy were dropping players, and there's no way they can get back to the fight in time. And Halfwrong going for that Uber saw. I mean, if he gets it, that's really cool, right? You got an Uber saw, but if you risk it and you die, then hell, you've just wasted your massive Uber ad, and now you're not going to be able to take a middle, I'd say.
And you kind of look like a fool for doing it as well. I mean, it looks so questionable from here. Although, pause and take, good spam, has picked off Riot. That should zone things. And Elmo, he's not in a good spot right.
Although,
Well, actually,
my team looking just as foolish because it seems like they didn't even realize half wrong died and they just completely gave them middle, like a bunch of saps. So, there's that.
Elmo, like, Elmo's way behind here. They are pushing in off of that. Tay in a lot of trouble. This is a weird push. Uber has come out. Elmo is going to lose the 1v1
He's not close.
in
He's
door.
almost got Uber. Oh, very close.
Now it is just Arnold and Zygo here. Sam has finally come in, and that's going to be a Cure. Maybe? Oh, man, Cure took so much damage there. Got dropped down to 17. Manages to get the next 2 shots off. Gets a kill. Finds the second as well. Geo, clean up heaves, but
here?
still beautiful.
Just shooting rockets. They have high ground. The offensive high ground felt really strong then. I really like that. Like finishing up on the high ground.
Cure can't stop. He's just literally 2-shotting everybody. Riot gets annihilated. This Pyro is in a lot of trouble. And they're going to cap the point.
Yeah, I would attribute that win to that high ground ending on second there. Really powerful. Cool. My prediction's still online.
Yeah, I mean, moving around, that was all you predicted they'd get, and we'll see if that holds true here. As we are into this next mid.
Same stuff again?
Yeah, just taking each other's sides, throwing some spammer. Pause is going to be the first casualty to Elmo. Sam, he's also picked up a kill. This isn't looking too good. Oh, the hero shot just misses on the medic. However, Halfrong will finally go down. Just leaves Cure alive, and Arnold, most importantly, is going to live.
I'd say that Vicious were too clumped. To be honest, they took a lot of collateral damage, whereas the Source were really nicely spread, but still in positions to do really good damage. Yeah. We're gonna see Heaves try the Desperation Spy. I believe he's been caught out twice without achieving anything so far.
Well, he does get behind the soldier. That's something.
Look at the spot he's in. I think it... Oh my god, he just touched someone. Yeah, so this is just not what Stabby would do.
I like the fact that, you know, it looked like he was trying to like b-hop off of Geo's head.
Yep. Just pretend spot. You don't know the spies. That's good.
And speaking of pretending you know what you're doing, Halfrong getting annihilated immediately. This is just a mulching. No one should live here. And in fact, it is a clean wipe, not losing a player on that last push. And that pushes it to 3-1 the Sauce.
Yeah, not much to say there. It was just a stomp. You see that little sentry in secret? I think that's the most rubbish sentry gun on the planet. When you're holding with Disad, like it doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah, I'm like you're hoping that you might catch them off guard, and it never works, does it?
Yeah.
Vicious into this next mid. It's the same thing, just kind of taking each other's side. Elmo gets annihilated. I've said that a lot, feels like, but Elmo, you know, good shots from Tay. He's going to be cleaned up now. However, Heaves and Kier are regressing with Pause. They're going to take out Arnold. However, you know, oh no, I thought for a second Riot was going to win that fight with Heaves, but not only do they win the mid, they keep Halfrong alive. That's the first time I think in this like of all these mids that they've done that.
Might have been.
It sets up a good second take for free, pretty much.
Take a really crisp rocket on Elmo across the map. You know, exploiting Elmo's bad movement. Getting the frag. And I think that might have been a big part of winning that mid fight.
When you can just kind of predict a guy with ease from across the map, it feels pretty good. But also, like, Elmo, you know, he's just like, God damn it. Like, why?
Oh, he'd be going, oh my fucking god, I can't believe it.
And speaking of can't believe it, Elmo runs right into lobby. He gets cleaned up, and they'd already lost their demo man. Riot's gonna find a kill. However, this is not a good hold. They're getting crushed, and the point has gone down.
Yeah, man, that was sloppy. You see the Source players just rushing in with that, like, the cheeky, no-respect sniper stuff. Getting destroyed. Just leaking players like we were seeing Vicious do on the last map.
Now here's something different. One team's actually trying to take their side. And it's resulted in Redcoat Zygo going down immediately, but the trades are strong. Good air shot onto Geo, doesn't find the kill.
This medic here. Halfron can't get out here. Well, you don't want him to.
Well, they're doing everything they can to find that. It's Sam and Elmo running straight through. Sam actually, I thought he was going to go straight into the spawn to get him. Not meant to be. They don't manage to find that kill. But it's the cheeky little hiding spot from Elmo.
I would have liked to see the source all chase the medic there. Because it's really important you get the medic kill. Because they're going to be able to push. I think they're going to be able to push into middle here. Maybe uncontested. They might not even need to pop.
I like how we have a little Elmo rage after that spot. He's just like, do you even look forward first?
That's
no, just implying they just runs backwards.
Like, you should see what the mum was like. Geo reading that perfectly, man. He like knew exactly what they were doing, and he forced them single-handedly, and a big multi at that.
You know, that's the kind of play their old pocket just wouldn't make. I mean, just beautiful read from G.
No, yeah, I'd be fucking doing something completely irrelevant.
Of course, and more of these kills coming in the way of the sauce. It feels like, you know, as you said back on Granary, they're just winning all of these DM fights, and yeah, just crushing players, crushing dreams, and they're gonna get second off of this.
Yeah, I really don't like how they tried to push under there as an entire unit in one spot. It's really gimmicky, and it completely is reliant on hoping that your enemy didn't see you do it.
Well, and as usual, we don't have any deny classes up. Finally, we have the pyro, but they're picking the wrong side. It's done a little bit of work, however, no one has found a kill yet. Finally, he's going down, but the Uber, it comes out, and they're just mulching.
Look at Geo, look at Geo though. Do they know he's there?
Surely they do. Except they don't, it looks like, and now the scouts are re-aggressing. They've done so much work, and they're gonna wipe them.
Yeah. I don't know, Heavy, when he doesn't have Uber, he's really not, and he's defending, he's really not too effective down there if the enemy team isn't down there with him. Because you can just split up his focus and just destroy him. And he was kind of forced to drop down, but it was a good attempt. So, points for that.
Now into another big mid here. Seeing really what happened in the nice little midi onto Tay is going to take him pretty much out of this fight. Does have to grab the pack. However, the kills, air shots aside, have gone BD's way so far. And they're starting to grab that position and starting to see if they can find anyone. This next kill is so crucial. And it's 2 kills going BD's way. Just going to be Riot trying to do anything from the other choke. He's actually got half wrong right in front of him. We'll get cleaned up before he can do any damage.
Jeff was incredible in the mid-fight. He was super aggressive and he was hitting every sticky. He completely won him the fight. He was forcing the source to fall back really hard, and like, sorry, what's my medic's name? Bailey had to put out a ton of crossbows to keep them afloat. I call him
good old Arnold
sometimes.
I like it's good stuff. And
is Geo going for a 4? Oh, he's a very cheeky lad. I told him that.
I like it. We're starting to see the insight of the mentor watching the mentee. It's great.
Right on Sniper. Usually we only win Sniper when he's been a very good boy.
Well, I mean, he's done a lot of work so far in the series. Oh, maybe he has been good enough. However, the Super's getting right onto the point. Elbo's coming in, mulching player. Except Deft, he's gotten so many kills. He's gotten 4 this last push. Except somehow it's just Elmo
Can Elmo
alive.
do it? I wouldn't be if he actually won that, I would have spewed my guts out, to be honest, because that should never happen. I don't like how my team was all retreated into spawn there. I think that's a pretty big mistake. And also, I don't think there's a gun either. Like, Sniper's too risky, man. I don't know. I don't like the whole hero shot idea.
The gun got annihilated immediately, which kind of dismantled that push, which didn't really help. However, look at Riot. He's behind them here. He's going to pop right out. Doesn't manage to find a kill. Except the ground has been so good. The sauce, they should get most of these kills here with how much spam that basically everybody's eating.
Look at Riot come back in here.
Exactly. Riot comes in. Elmo actually joins him there. They get 2 quick kills. Sam chimes in with the 3rd. And that's a clean mid. No one dies. No one drops. Mid cap. And they're moving into 2nd before anyone even spawns.
see how they're already moving to second before they even killed the enemy team? This is so nice, because they're going to be able to secure forward territory before the enemy team can, like, you know, defend it with cheeky plays or whatever.
And we have, once again, that secret, or like, secret sentry, which you kind of lamented earlier.
Look at it.
And it's getting spammed.
It's poo. So we should see the push very soon.
Exactly. Uber comes in. Geo, a little bit of miscommunication there. Was a little bit slow on it. This guy's trying to come back up. Pyro has done a ton of work, as you said, and now they've actually lost Arnold as well. This is somehow working out. This last hold, it's very good, except the re-aggression's coming in here. This post-Uber fight, 3 quick kills. They're looking for more. It's now just a demo and a medic on the point.
This is Death's favorite
looks like a fight.
Didn't work out for him. It's pretty messy. Kind of hard to read. I think that Pyro did massive amounts of work, but like the rest of the team went really around him to like capitalize on him forcing up the multis on all the other players. Pretty hard to tell though, I wasn't entirely sure.
Fair enough, and look at the aggression on top of Redcoat Zygo. He's annihilated so quickly. Sam picks off Tay. So the kills are coming back, but they're all clumped together. Vicious Delicious are. Doesn't seem to matter though. They seem to have found a couple kills here, except they lose half wrong to Elmo. That's not what you want. They need to get in there, get Arnold.
I think.
Instead, he tries to kill Sam. Heebs tries to chime back in, but Elmo with a meat shot.
If your medic dies,
another mid.
If your medic dies and the medic survives, you pretty much should always go Pearl Harbor on him and just bomb the shit out of him relentlessly, with zero consideration for anything else.
It is literally one of the things that gets taught in Newbie Mixes 101. And
and history class.
Riot a midi on Tay, just because how many midis do we need this game? There's been quite a few. One of the reasons I do love Gullywash.
Yeah, it's quite midi-centric. You call them midis? Shouldn't you call them air shots or some shit?
I've floated
Midis
between TF Live for so long. I've started to pick up MIDI, and it's just kind of back. I do mix in air shot occasionally. And speaking of mixing in, they've mixed in this Uber push while I'm talking, and they haven't really found much. This post Uber is going to be so crucial. They're looking for half wrong. He's in a lot of trouble, but the Uber comes out, and now this is another stronghold. Except Elmo, he's on the point. No one can stop him.
That's a bit disappointing. Tay got like 2 sick midis just then, so. Maybe they're just good. Yeah, that happens, eh? You like win the fight so hard that it exposes you and you lose.
And can we just send a little bit of love to the Elmo BM there? Just drops a smiley face after cap.
That's not a smiley face, that's the fucking soulbind. Very devastating. Wow, not as devastating as this mid fight though.
Redcoat Zygo, 1 pipe, 2 kills, 3 for him on the mid. Yeah. That's just a crushing defeat. Crushing round defeat, crushing mid defeat.
Dude, it's just like they all died at the same time. That's crazy. I don't think I've seen something that, you know, synchronized.
Well, I mean, if you can't synchronize much in terms of pushing, you can at least synchronize your dying.
Yeah. We've got a heavy Pyro. I think Heebs should probably get off the low ground here. Oh, he's going in the secret. Okay. They will know there's a heavy.
That's also an interesting decision, and they're jumping right into the heavy. Geo gets sent to the moon and back again. However, Sam should get this kill. No, he actually doesn't reload the scattergun, and that's going to cost him dearly. Elmo and Sam, though, they're jumping right on the point. Elmo trying to relive the magic he just had, and instead it's just Def and half wrong. Who should die, and in fact they will. That's going to make it 7-3, putting us on map point.
Yeah, you can see when the heavy's down there, he's gonna really die. I think it's better to have the heavy like chill around spawn, soak a ton of damage, and hopefully run away and switch off to scout, because he doesn't really achieve all that much in my opinion. Done there. This mid fight.
Yeah, and on this mid, Redcoat Zygote has been forced off, but it's Elmo to kind of answer first with the kill on the pause. He picks up Heebs as well. 2K for him. Elmo doing a lot of work, and Riot now chimes in with a couple of his own. Half Wrong, the only man alive, and it's Elmo. Who else chasing him? Knows exactly where he is, and forces the kill bind. Arnold did die, so there is a little bit more for Vicious Delicious to work with here, because they're going to have, you know, not that big an uber disadvantage. Here is already bringing up the sentry, and it's going back into C.
Did you catch that frag? Elmo looked at Half Wrong and killed him with his mind.
He is,
that was pretty good.
He's an Inhuman. He's an X-Man. Don't know what to say. And look at these frags, left, right, in the center. 3 people down, just like that.
He's definitely ex-human. I don't know what he is now. The source feeding a lot of frags, so we should see the push into second.
And these Ubers have actually evened up.
Look at Elmo.
They're better at building, and
So
Elmo,
confident.
he's gonna get caught.
Yeah, and he's raging. Silly boy. I would really like to see, like, Vicious go for some sort of push there. Like, it's probably not that feasible to get 5 rounds in 3 minutes, but who knows?
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, like to see them try. On the other side, though, the sauce, they really don't have to do much. This is going to start to be Vicious Delicious having to kind of press some advantage, make themselves an advantage. And Redcoat Zygo rocking right through there. That's going to be the advantage that they get. They get given the Demo Man for free. They need to push off that. Elmo on heavy, though. Oh my lord, he's parking the bus.
Yeah, he's doing this out of tilt, pure and simple.
Well, and there's something that, you know, some of the newer viewers may not know about Elmo. He tilts at something every match. Every single cast I've done of it. And, well, this heavy, it's just denying everything and getting kills. Finally taken out. Good old Elmo.
Shooting the shiny players a lot as well.
That was Riot with that air shot there.
Okay. Well, you lagging a bit? Is it just me?
I am lagging, so something happened
I think
to
it's
the STV. It could be that
mana
GG
production.
lag. Gotta blame Johno.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't put him past anything
when in
on
doubt.
medic. Like, just give him medic, but no combats and no production.
Can you even really give him medic that much?
That is a good point.
And speaking good plays, Elmo picks off Tay. Here, he's gonna be cleaned up as well.
I don't want to
This is
spoil
GG.
this game in terms of winners and losers, but Redcoat is asking for an interview. So,
Well,
we're
I
gonna
say
wait
we
another.
bring him.
No, we're gonna wait for the map to be over. This could go any way.
absolutely, 1.5 minutes. You can absolutely cap 4 rounds in an instant. I
don't
mean,
sound
what,
hyped enough,
rounds take
Dreamboat.
like 10 seconds. Sorry, do you want me to ramp up the
Yeah,
hype?
go on, scream.
1.5 minutes left. They have 4 rounds to go. It's absolutely doable here, but the Uber is coming in. They need to do something to deny this, and they've actually done quite a good job of that. Counter Uber's coming out, and it's going to be Heebs. He gets the headshot onto Elmo. They find Geo as well. This is working out brilliantly. Is that good enough?
That was actually very good.
Well, you know what's not good? Giving up the point.
Oh, so we're not even gonna go to map time. Just the
Nope.
5 win difference. Who would you like to
8-3.
get in?
I say we get everybody who wants. I don't know. We can't
You
get
wanna get
everybody.
everyone
but,
in
I mean,
here?
no. Who wants to come in? I want some option.
Let me just mumble switch real quick.
Okay.
Oh no, we've got them in. Cool. Hey boys, grab as many as you want. We're gonna have a party.
All right. So we got. Right now we have Arnold and Riot and Elmo. Oh no, this could be bad. Giving Elmo the chance to say his opinions on the crossbow.
That's not
First
nice.
of all, we need the unmute Johno. Mr. Johno, please.
I have this power.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank
I
you.
have the power. I can do it.
Excellent.
Well, we have 3 people here: Arnold, Elmo, and Riot. How you guys doing? How you guys feeling after that?
Hello.
Good.
Good, yeah. Good win.
Alma,
Oh, Red
how
Coat's
tilt
here
will you
too.
say you were that game?
Not particularly tilt. I don't think I swore more than 10 times.
You did
do
do
we?
a soulbind though.
Did I?
Yeah, I saw the smiley face.
Do we still want the circle jerk coming in because Red Coat's in the channel as well?
I don't
Group
have
channel?
the power to move people, so I can't bring him in.
He's in.
Yeah.
But if he's
How
here,
are
we
you,
may as
gentlemen?
well add Red Coat Zygote to the party.
How's it going?
Not too bad. It's a nice calm 4:17 in the morning right now. After I spent too much time freaking out on that map, you guys played that really well. I mean, I was entertained. You know, it was good.
Do you guys think you're stronger with or without me?
Oh, without.
Definitely without
Yeah, I
no
agree.
Right, I'm
disgusting
gone.
toxicity.
Yeah,
toxic
Geo pounds and
gamers.
his
Look,
Mumble.
mate, just
50%.
refund that keyboard.
Right.
You're not gonna need it.
I've still got warranty. Eh?
Yeah, I mean, Rocky, you may as well mention that for people that might have tuned in and been like,
Yeah,
why
I was
is
meant to
Geo
be playing
playing?
tonight, guys.
I want to keep our team
But we got
pure and
like a
Australian.
whole 2 maps of practice with Geo, so I mean, wouldn't want to exclude him from the actual
Yeah, I wouldn't wanna dog him.
prestigious match.
Unfortunately, though, there are certain racial quotas that have to be enforced. So we've got me playing. Any questions? I don't really have any questions for these guys, to be honest.
So Elmo, you seemed a little bit, just a
Tilt.
little bit mad about a certain
the cross was
unlock.
just so dumb. It's literally only allowed because medics like Johno would get bored and quit without it. That's 100% fact. If you look at the TFTV thread, like the only argument is like medic is boring and we don't want all the 12 medic mains to quit.
Well, I mean, there is another side to that, though, right? You
No.
just got to be good and not die to it, right?
Well, it's not just that, but like, you remember that play? We're chasing the scout and med, and he gets crossbred about like 400 times for 12,000 health or something, and it's like nothing he can do. And it doesn't require any effort or skill in that situation because they're next to each other. It's just dumb.
Fair enough. And I mean, you guys, crossbows aside for them, you guys managed to make it work for you and dominated that map. Is there any? I want to know, like, if any of you guys like actually have anything to say that is like, fish is delicious. They did this right. They did something good, or was it just all bad? Anyone want to compliment them on anything?
They were
Right.
strong on
they are
Gully.
good.
It's just we ended up like outdoing them. Like we do
Yeah.
the Arnold strat where Arnold throws his face against the wall and dies for no reason, and then
Let's
we
get
just force a
Tay's
DM fight
opinion
and
though.
win.
He's in the root channel.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he'd like
like,
to,
we
he'd
went-
like to join in.
See, this is a problem because I
Hey.
don't actually. Oh, we lost Rocky.
No, I'm back, sorry.
Oh, okay.
But Tay,
Hey.
You're a bit outnumbered here, buddy.
No. It's unlucky.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, obviously you guys played really well,
Thank you.
so credits to you
Fuck
guys.
Rocky.
Unlucky about the keyboard. I heard about that. Is that like
Yeah.
real or
yeah,
is that just a
lucky,
meme?
sure. Yeah.
No,
okay.
it's real. My E key's broken, so like I can't call for medics in the vicinity, so no
Yeah.
point playing.
I just like to
Just
say
quit again.
that right before the match, I beat Rocky on Spire.
Is this true?
I didn't have a jump key, in fairness. So that's actually...
Yes,
Well,
I
you
do
had
wanna-
a different jump key, but I
If you
still
don't use
I-
mouse wheel up to jump, you're doing it wrong.
I do want to give like quick credit to the fact that it is very entertaining to see Rocky type to you right now because the spacebar doesn't work and you just see like this giant like cluster of words that you're like, what is he saying? It's like, oh, he has no spacebar.
No, I'm not a savage. I use a control V, like a paste of the space key. Kind of ghetto.
That's
Fucking
incredible.
genius.
I don't know how to make macros with numpad. That's
thick
just too hard.
brain.
Right, you just use the on-screen keyboard.
I have used that for quite some time.
I don't use voice
So-
activation.
It's actually really good for your aim. I had Sam recommending it to me several times over.
So I do actually have, like a question at least. Dominant 5-0 on Granary, but you dropped 3 rounds on Gullywash. I mean, are you guys just not as good at Gully, or did they do something like were they better, or is it just like you guys just struggle on Gully naturally?
I'd say they were better on
Yeah.
Gully.
We had a few bad
Also,
mids.
we just had a couple of like shitty mistakes that just kind of cost us the round. Like we forward holded a couple times that we shouldn't have, stuff like that. But which I guess is expected when like your calling structure is kind of disrupted, because like Rocky usually has a lot of a lot to say when he's playing pocket, and Geo is more of a quiet role.
Is he?
Yeah.
Let's be
I
honest,
suppose
who
so.
really listens to Rocky though anyway?
Compared to Geo. Compared to
I
Rocky,
do.
Geo is fucking a librarian.
He's very knowledgeable and quiet. I think that's what I was trying to say. I'm trying to get there.
Fair enough. I don't really have any more questions. I mean, you guys played a very good game, and it ended fairly lopsidedly in both maps. So I guess we'll just kind of go through the list, starting at the top. Mr. A, Mr. Arnold. Do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
Shoutouts to all the boys that attended LAN last weekend. It was bloody awesome.
Are there any pictures for us to share with the stream?
No, there are zero pictures.
Specifically,
especially
a
pictures
man
of
named Sam.
a man named Fighter Pilot. There are no pictures.
I don't want
of
to
him.
boast, but Sam actually sent me a picture of him and Flying Buddy to give her in confidence.
Cute.
It's a very.
Alright.
They're both very cute.
Elmo, any last thoughts and shout-outs?
No, just shout out to Paulson his newfound fetish about swimming in certain tanks. Have fun with that, bud.
Well, that's not
okay.
fair enough. Yeah, they're actually sewage tanks, so I'll just clear that up.
Wow,
Well
I was
then.
trying to be subtle about it, Rocky.
Well, it could be any
Jesus.
sort of tank, man.
Well, Johno, do you have anything you want to say, Mr. Producer? He is not saying anything. I will.
Johnny
he has
doesn't
no
talk when he plays, so
Okay.
he's not going to
No
talk during
mic.
a production.
That
raw.
is true. That is true. But definitely a big shout out to Johno, because I mean he's stepping in for Wheat, bringing it as his first game on production. Did I think a very good job. Zygote, anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to say?
Shout out to Geo for stepping in for Rocky at the quite mediocre notice.
All
That's
right.
it.
Right.
Shout out to Johno?
I'd like to give a shameless plug for any Prem teams looking for a scout or demo. Hit up my man Talk. He's looking to play the top of Prem next season, and he's a very good MG lord for you to practice against.
Why would he play Skull
And that's
Demo
my
when
shout
he's
out.
just the soldier MG nerd?
All the best
don't know.
players play all classes. Oh my!
That's true.
I guess that's why you're bad.
I can play every class,
Tay,
unless you're
anyone-
talking to Riot, in which case I agree.
Tay, any closing thoughts? Shout outs.
Shout out to my boy Mikalash, and shout out to Paws for dodging LAN.
All right.
Did he
Well,
dodge?
Yeah, Dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
well,
watched
he
footy
wanted
with his friends.
Yeah, I know. Who has friends? What the heck?
Who dodges LAN? What
yeah,
even?
don't
Like
know.
why?
Right?
Bad boys.
Disgusting behavior.
They could also kind of dodge LAN. Couldn't step up to his
Kinda.
mum.
It makes sense though. Like I'm pretty sus of pause sometimes. I'm pretty sure he's using some sort of like
Yeah,
CTAP
wall
aimbot.
hacks probably. C-tap.
Anyways, thank you guys for a great map. Rocky, any closing thoughts? Shout outs, Mr. Co-caster.
I was saying shout out to Jono for doing production. He's no Mitch Cliff from Capping TV, but he's not too bad.
He's getting there.
And
What about no mic?
Oh, he's got a mic. What
Yeah,
about
fucking
that?
liar.
wow, I don't even. I feel betrayed by Jono.
Oh, it's
But I do
broken
want to
again.
thank. I do want to thank for one of you guys, the players, for putting on a good match. You know, and coming in and being entertaining to say the least, both in game and out of game. And you know, of course, Rocky, thanks for being a great co-caster.
Yeah, man.
Jono, shout out to your rock solid production. Give some love for him. It's his first time in chat. Show some hearts. And you know, thanks for all of us at TF Live. This has been Sauce versus Vicious Delicious. Stay tuned for some more casts coming down the tube at some point. I've been Dreamboat, joined here by Rocky. Have a great evening, everybody. Drive safe.